My child, I must speak with you now with a clarity that cuts through the noise of your day. Draw near and quiet your heart, for a shadow is gathering on your horizon. In the hours to come, you will face a trial that will feel like the breaking of your world. It is a tragedy, my child, one whose weight you cannot yet comprehend. It will test the very foundations of your life and may cause you to question everything you hold dear. But hear me, child, there is nothing in this world or beyond it that is outside of my power. Nothing can unfold that I cannot redeem. So I come to you now not to instill fear, but to offer you a fortress of hope. If you trust in my sovereign love, if you believe that I am your anchor in every storm, then declare it now. Let the words form in your heart and on your lips. Write them down where you can see them. God is almighty. Let this truth be the first stone you lay in the foundation of your response. Now listen with a soul that is willing to be guided. The news that is coming will feel like a physical blow, a pressure upon your chest that steals the air from your lungs. It will seem as if the ground has fallen away, leaving you in a freefall of sorrow and confusion. The taste of this experience will be bitter and its cut will be deep. You may feel utterly abandoned, as if everything you ever trusted has been revealed as a lie. I will not soften this truth for you. Pain is on its way. But my beloved child, that pain is not the end of your story. It is a chapter, a difficult and wrenching one, but it is not the final word. I am with you. I will walk beside you in the crucible of this pain, just as I have been beside you in every moment of your life, even before you knew my name or felt my presence. When the first wave of this hardship crashes over you, your instinct will be to stare at its terrifying size. I ask you instead to feel the hand that is holding yours, keeping you from being swept away. Do not allow the thought to take root that this tragedy is a sign of my displeasure or a punishment for some failing. I do not orchestrate your suffering as some cosmic lesson or cruel game. This world was crafted with the beautiful, dangerous gift of freedom. With freedom comes risk. The choices of others, the accumulation of small, unnoticed moments, and the momentum of old, broken patterns can converge like a storm system, creating tempests that I do not desire but that freedom allows. Yes, I could intervene. I could override every will, halt every action, and prevent every sorrow. But to do so would be to unmake the very essence of what it means to be human. It would strip your choices of their meaning and your soul of its capacity for true growth. Instead of a world of puppets, I chose a world of sons and daughters. And so, rather than erasing the storm, I offer you my presence within it. I offer you guidance to navigate it and the strength to respond not with despair, but with courage, wisdom, and an unwavering love. This is why I am warning you, so that you can prepare your heart to act with clarity and grace. First, I want you to anchor yourself in your own body. Find your breath. When the darkness comes, when panic begins to rise, your breath is the physical tether I have given you to the present moment. Breathe in slowly, deeply. Feel the air fill your lungs. Hold it for a moment. Then release it even more slowly. Count if you must. Resist the urge to rush into frantic planning or to speak words born of raw, unprocessed grief. Just breathe. Tears will come and you must let them. My child, your tears are not a sign of weakness. They are a holy and necessary release. Crying is a form of prayer that cleanses the heart, washing away the initial shock and making space for new light to eventually enter. Do not be ashamed of your weeping. It is proof that you are fully alive, that you have loved, and that your heart is engaged with the world. Allow your grief to have a voice. Do not try to swallow it whole, for it will poison you from the inside. Name it. Speak it aloud, even if only to the quiet of your room. Say the words, I am in pain, I am afraid, I am broken. When you speak your truth to me and to those you trust, the pain begins to lose its suffocating power over you. Next, you must gather your people. This is not a burden you are meant to carry in isolation. Pride will whisper to you that you must appear strong, that asking for help is a sign of failure. That whisper is a lie sent to isolate you when you are most vulnerable. Reach out, send a text, make a call. Let the people who love you know that you need them. You do not need a perfect script. Simply say, "I need help," or "Can you just be with me?" Human connection is a balm I created for the wounded soul. Let hands hold you. Let voices soothe you. We are all interconnected, a great tapestry woven together. When one thread is strained, the others must bear the weight. Let your community hold you. Turn to prayer, not as a formal duty, but as an honest conversation. You do not need elaborate words or theological precision. Speak to me as you would a trusted father. "I don't understand this." "Hold me, I am falling apart." "Show me the very next step." I am a prison in your simplest, most honest cries. Sometimes prayer is not about speaking at all. It is about being silent and allowing my presence to quiet the chaos in your mind. Practice listening for my voice, not as a booming thunderclap, but as the gentle, persistent whisper that says, "I am here. We will walk through this together." When your mind is spinning with what-ifs and your heart is paralyzed by fear, turn your hands to practical tasks. Action is the enemy of anxiety. Make a small, manageable plan. Write down one thing you can do right now and then the next. Is there a practical step you can take to ensure your safety or the safety of others? Check that the doors are locked. Make sure your phone is charged. Gather the names and numbers of people you can rely on. Having a small supply of food and water can bring a surprising sense of security. These simple, tangible actions provide an anchor for your soul. They will not erase the tragedy, but they will give you a place to stand and slow the overwhelming rush of helplessness. In the midst of this, I ask you to practice the difficult art of forgiveness. In the lead up to this event or in its immediate aftermath, there may be words spoken or actions taken that inflict more pain. Anger will surely rise within you. Listen to your anger. It is a messenger that tells you a boundary has been crossed or an injustice has occurred. But do not let anger become the ruler of your heart. Forgive as soon as you are able. This is not for the benefit of the one who hurt you. It is to free your own soul from the poison of bitterness. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or abandoning the pursuit of justice. It simply means you are refusing to let hatred take root in the sacred ground of your heart, where love is meant to grow. If you cannot find the strength to forgive on your own, ask me. I will help you lift that weight. Guard your mind with great care. When tragedy strikes, rumors and speculation spread like wildfire. Your own imagination can become your worst enemy, painting pictures of horror that may or may not be true. Do not feed your spirit a diet of gossip, half-truths, and endless speculation. If you need facts, seek them from reliable sources. Limit your exposure to the news and social media, which can amplify and replay the trauma 1,000 times over. Give yourself permission to step away from screens and constant updates. Protect your mind with discipline and surround yourself with calm, truthful speech. If there are children or other vulnerable people in your care, make them your priority. Hold them close. Your steady presence is their primary source of safety. Tell them only what they absolutely need to know, using simple, reassuring language. They need to hear anchor words like, "I am here with you. You are safe right now, and we will get through this together, one step at a time." Maintain routines as much as possible. A familiar story, a simple meal, a song at bedtime. Those small comforts are like beacons of light for a frightened heart. And if you are the one who feels fragile and small, allow someone stronger to shelter you. There is no shame in being carried for a time. Resist the urge to expend all your energy on assigning blame. While accountability is important, pointing fingers will not turn back the clock. There will be a time for questions, for seeking truth, and for understanding how this came to be. But in the immediate aftermath, when emotions are raw, focus on healing rather than on retribution. The truth is rarely simple. It is almost always messy and requires patient, compassionate listening. Seek out the counsel of wise Papla, the who calm spirits rather than inflame them. True wisdom seeks long-term restoration. Justice aims to repair what is broken. Vengeance only creates new wounds. Even in the darkest night, you must hold on to what is good. In the middle of the storm, find 3 small things that are still true and good and speak them aloud. It could be the comfort of a warm blanket, a friend who answered the phone, or the simple taste of a piece of bread. These small, steady realities are the threads that tie you back to life. Gratitude is not the opposite of grief. They can coexist. Being grateful for a small mercy does not invalidate your immense pain. It simply trains your heart to recognize that light still exists, even when the sky is dark and bruised. This crisis will strip away everything that is not essential and reveal what truly matters. Ask yourself, what is the one truth about my life that this tragedy cannot take away? The answer almost always is love. The love you have given and the love you have received are the only treasures that endure. Wealth can vanish, plans can disintegrate, and status can become meaningless, but the love you have planted in the world remains. So, water it. Call the people you love and tell them what they mean to you. Do not delay speaking the words that your heart needs to say. Your voice, even if it shakes, has the power to heal. Do not surrender your life's work to despair. The world desperately needs hands that can mend and hearts that can comfort. If you have the strength, find a way to help others. Prepare a meal. Offer a listening ear. Stand with those who are grieving. Service is a powerful antidote to hopelessness. When you pour yourself out for another, even in a small way, you begin to stitch your own heart back together with threads of purpose and meaning. Be wary of those who arise in times of crisis, offering simple answers or promising a quick fix. Many will speak with false certainty, eager to assign blame or to tell you that this all could have been avoided if only their advice had been followed. Do not give your power away to anyone who demands your allegiance in exchange for a simplistic narrative. True wisdom is humble. It listens, it examines, and it seeks to rebuild. It asks difficult questions and is patient enough to love the people involved, even when the answers are complicated. Remember to tend to your own needs as you would a beloved friend. Rest even when you feel you don't deserve it. Eat even when your stomach is in knots. Bathe even when you feel numb. These small acts of self-care are not selfish. They are the necessary preparations for the difficult work of grieving and rebuilding. Sleep is not an escape, it is a God-given process of renewal. When you cannot sleep, lie still and practice breathing. In for a count of 2, hold for 2, out for a count of 4. This simple rhythm is a medicine eye placed within your very being. Seek wisdom from those who have walked through fire before you. History is filled with the stories of survivors. Learn from your elders, from healers, from those who have rebuilt their lives after devastating loss. Read their words. Listen to their stories. Discover how communities knit themselves back together. Their lessons are both practical and sacred, a roadmap left for you by those who have already navigated this terrain. Be patient with the process of healing. Grief has its own timeline and it is not linear. There will be days when you feel you are making a progress, followed by days when the sorrow feels as fresh as the first moment. Allow this ebb and flow. Time will soften the sharpest edges of your pain, but it may not erase every scar. Your scars are not signs of damage. They are proof of your survival, medals of your endurance. Where you can, keep your promises. If this tragedy tests your commitments to your family, your work, or your community, honor them as best you can. Let your yes be a source of stability in a shaking world. If circumstances force you to change your plans, be honest and transparent. Integrity will carry you much further than any excuse. When your world feels ugly and broken, actively seek out beauty. It is a reminder of the order and goodness that still exist. Watch a sunrise. Notice the intricate pattern on a leaf. Listen to a piece of music that stirs your soul. Beauty is not a denial of your pain, it is a lifeline to hope. Cultivate small rituals of beauty in your day. A mindfully brewed cup of tea, a walk to admire the sky, a moment to listen to the birds. These small acts anchor the spirit. And when it comes, allow yourself to laugh. Laughter in the midst of sorrow is not disrespectful, it is a holy medicine. It may come in unexpected bursts, a shared memory, a moment of absurdity. Let it in. Laughter creates space for the heart to breathe and reminds you that joy has not been permanently extinguished. Do not make life-altering decisions in the immediate heat of your grief. Pain and fear are poor advisors. Wait for the initial storm to pass. Consult with wise and trusted friends. Sleep on big choices. The right path often becomes clearer after a night of rest and a few calm conversations. If you find yourself angry at me, bring that anger to me. Do not hide it. Some of the most profound conversations I have had with my children have been born from their honest rage and confusion. Authentic faith is not a serene garden where storms never rage. It is a mighty tree that bends and sometimes even breaks in the wind, yet continues to reach for the light. Yell at me. Question me. Your raw honesty is not a betrayal. It is the foundation of a real relationship. I can hold your anger, your sorrow, your doubt, and your hope all at the same time. Look for those who are alone. In any tragedy, the burden of loneliness can be the most crushing of all. If you see someone without a support system, reach out. A single text message, a shared meal, or a moment of silent companionship can change the course of their entire experience. Create space to remember. In the months and years to come, you will carry the memory of this time and any loss it brings. Honor that memory. Light a candle. Tell stories. Plant a tree. Memory is not a chain that binds you to a painful past. It is a bridge that connects what was with what will be, allowing love to continue flowing. If wrongdoing was a part of this tragedy, then seek justice with both courage and humility. Justice should not be a theater for vengeance, but a steady, fact-based process aimed at healing and restoring trust. Be a voice for the voiceless and an advocate for repairing what is broken. Do not let despair steal your future. Even if every plan you made has been torn apart, there is still a road ahead. Grief will reshape you, but it will not destroy your capacity to love, to create, and to dream again. Step by step, begin to imagine a new path. Small promises to yourself. To plant one seed, to learn one new thing, to walk a little farther each day, or the paving stones of a new road. My child, let this be my promise to you. When you walk through this deep darkness, you will not be alone. My presence is not a distant star. It is a torch in your own hand. At times, you will feel its warmth, and at others, you will only see its faint glow. Trust that the glow is enough for the next step. Above all, remain beautifully and tenderly human. Do not let this experience harden your heart. Hold on to your tenderness as if it were a priceless treasure. Let kindness be your daily practice. The most powerful people on this earth are not the strongest, but the gentlest. I will not promise that every hurt will vanish, but I promise this. Your life will continue to have profound meaning. You will laugh again. You will love again. You will experience moments of grace so profound that they will make the bitterness worth enduring. And when you cannot see the path forward, reach for my hand. I will be there. Focus on what you can do right now. Your breath, a kind word, one small practical step. Do that and then do the next. So my child, let the words rise in you now. God is almighty. Speak them not for my sake, but for yours. Let them be a declaration that steadies your heart, a shield against the panic, and a lamp against the despair. Now go, walk in love. Be fierce in your kindness and relentless in your hope. Weep when you must, act when you can, and love always. I am with you. I am closer than your own breath, nearer than your next heartbeat. Hold fast to me and you will find that even in the heart of tragedy, there is a path through. And on the other side of that path, though you may bear scars, there is new life waiting for you. Amen.